International football star Lionel Messi recently announced that the 2022 World Cup will be his final. He said in an interview with ESPN the following, quote, "Surely this will be my final World Cup," Messi said with an interview. "I'm counting down the days until the World Cup. Truth is, there's a little anxiety saying, well, we're here. What's going to happen? It's my last one. How's it going to go? On one hand, I can't wait for it to arrive, but I'm also desperate for it to go well, as are many people out there and many fans of Argentina." So Lionel Messi just announced that this is going to be his final World Cup. The 35-year-old Argentinian star is going to play in his 5th World Cup, and he's still seeking his first title in this tournament. He has admitted that he has admitted in the past that the 2020 or the 2018 World Cup, I should say, could have been his last, but he's coming back in 2022. And Argentina right now, by the way, is riding a really nice hot streak. They're coming off of 35 consecutive wins. They're riding a 2021 Copa America championship, beating Brazil in the final. And they're hungry. And you could tell last time around, for the last almost 10 years, they've been hungry because the 2014 World Cup, Lionel Messi was the best player. He literally got the best player award for the 2014 World Cup. Nearly single-handedly brought his team to the final and had that big loss to Germany. The picture of him holding his trophy while you have the German national team and everybody else celebrating the World Cup is something that I'm not going to forget, that I know a lot of soccer and football fans are not going to forget. But most of all, it's something that Messi's not going to forget. I think Messi's driven more so than he has been in years because he's 35 years old. By the time the next World Cup comes around, he's going to be 39. Is it possible for him to play? Sure. But this is likely Lionel Messi's final World Cup in his prime. And there's a lot riding on this. Not only has Argentina not had a World Cup victory since 1986, but this is going to be the first World Cup without the late Argentinian great Diego Maradona, who passed away in 2020 from complications of cardiac arrest. Like, you know that there's a large part of Messi, there's a large part of everyone on that Argentina team that wants to win this. That wants to win this for Diego. That wants to go out there and restore the glory of Argentina on the World Cup stage, on the national stage. Because we always talk about how Argentina is a competitor, how they're a contender for a World Cup every single year, and that has to do with the amount of great talent that comes in from Argentina. That has to do with the culture, the football culture in Argentina, and how deep it runs, and how willing these players are to sacrifice so much, and come from humble beginnings, many of them. And sacrifice so much for such a long time to make it to that stage, and work their asses off to make sure that their team is one of the best in the world. And you can say that about a lot of countries, but Argentina, there's something special, man. There's something special. And one of the most special things Argentina has ever produced is a Lionel Messi. This dude has gone, he spent nearly his entire life playing for Real Madrid. This dude goes to PSG. He goes to PSG, and people were wondering, oh, well, okay, he's made this change after such a long time with one team. What's going to happen? And he goes to PSG, and he's just the same guy. He's like, I'm Messi. This is what I do. I'm great. And you saw in the 2018 World Cup that there was so much frustration in that 2018 World Cup run for the Argentinian national team, and it wasn't just Messi; it was a lot of people that you could see the frustration because for whatever reason, something wasn't going right. And they had a bit of a struggle beforehand, before the World Cup actually started that year. But now they go into it again, 35 consecutive wins. They're defending Copa America champions. Like, it just seems like this team right now is built to win this tournament. And it might be hyperbole on my part because I'm the biggest Messi fan in the world. But if Lionel Messi wins this World Cup, and if Lionel Messi goes out there and is the best player in this World Cup, he's GOATed. Greatest player of all time. Because his skill is second to none. Especially when you consider his small stature, especially when you consider just how good he is. Like, this is, if we're talking about pure skill, there might not be a better player than Messi ever. But if we're talking about greatness, this one World Cup run would mean so much. I don't think there's another player who this World Cup run would mean more to than Lionel Messi. Hey everyone, we hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Until next time, keep it real.